Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're now with me, Muhammad Yusuf, for TVS News at 5. And let us begin with our top story. Under the administration of the unity government led by the Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, efforts have been expedited tremendously, which goes in tandem with the region's vision of achieving a developed nation status by 2030. Now, prior to the 15th general election, GE15, Anwar has pledged to ensure whatever is enshrined in the Malaysian Agreement 1963 or MA63 will be implemented immediately, with emphasis on the core autonomy claims, which are healthcare, education, immigration and environment. And today we have with us Datuk Dr. Janeri Amir, a political analyst, to bring us more insights on the matter. Now, first of all, Dr. Janeri, thank you so much for joining us. My question is, once all the claims and rights are fulfilled under the MA63, what is next for Sarawak?
Question with far-reaching implication. I think it's very important for Sarawak to move forward as a region and a state that can be on par in all senses, with the developed state or in Semenanjung Malaysia. So in this sense, I think it's very important to reduce or close whatever gaps in terms of politics, social, economics, health, education, and also infrastructure by having all these facilities and infrastructure. Only then I think Sarawak can achieve its visions, her vision to be a developed nation by the year 2030. So the way forward for Sarawak to me is to focus on whatever agenda that has been outlined by the Premier. I think in this sense, with the commitment given by the current Premier, and I think Sarawak with the biggest allocations in terms of budget, I think we have the right formula now to really pay serious attention to rural development, serious planning and also implementation of projects in terms of infrastructure, utilities, clean water, electricity, and so on. I think need to be fulfilled now, because this is one of the main agenda set by the current government, and also this is requirement, the basic requirement by the people.
Understood. Now, as finance is the bloodline in the economy, it determines the economic fates of all states in Malaysia. Dr. Janeri, apart from poverty, what other issues that needs to be addressed as Sarawak would have its financial advantage from the fulfillment of the agreement?
So the second thing I think is to address issues of economic gap and poverty in Sarawak, because as we are well aware, Sarawak is one of the states in Malaysia that has, I think, is quite high in terms of poverty rate. So this has to be addressed in by strategic move or strategic initiative. And I think once we can close the gap and reduce poverty level, especially among rural population, then we can ensure that we can have the same level of economic development. And also, I think the other aspect I think really important is to see how we can move forward as a nation. Integration, I think social cohesion has been there. So another aspect I think quite challenging now is how to balance state nationalism, and on one hand, while we are fighting for state nationalism, I think the other hand is how to enhance the national integration between Sabah, Sarawak, and also the peninsula.
Right. Now, in your opinion, Dr. Janeri, how soon can this be fulfilled, and can it be done in just a term of Datuk Seri Anwar's administration?
Why not? Why not? After all, I mean, most of the issues, most of the rights has been, tackled. I think we should give credit to not only the current government but also the previous government. But it seems that under the current government, that to say Anwar Ibrahim seems to move fast. It's very fast because to him this is not only important to fulfill the aspiration of the founding fathers, but I think based on the pledges and the promises that he made prior to GE 15. So it's only the right thing to do is to ensure that we don't further delay this. You know, the more we delay, I think it's the more problems we're going to face. It's very important that we fulfill this within the time frame given, because we wouldn't know what's going to happen next. Who is going to know whether Pakatan Harapan will be able to get the two-third majority. With the two-third majority now, I think this is there's no excuse, no reason for them not to. And with Deputy Prime Minister from Sarawak, with the support from the Prime Minister, also the state government of Sarawak and Sabah, I don't see that we're going to face obstacle or big challenges. So I strongly believe we'll be able to see the fruits within the next 5 years.
Thank you, Dr. Janeri, for your insights. Hope to be talking to you again soon. Now, on to our next news. With more than half of the world's children living in cities, and now more than ever is the time to call on local leaders and the stakeholders they work with to take action for children, especially the most vulnerable ones. The signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding MOU between Kuching North City Commission DBKU and United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF, on the Child-Friendly Cities initiatives took place at DBKU office today. The Child-Friendly Cities initiatives around the world provide resources and examples to assist local governments in building better cities and communities for children. And for more insights, we have our reporter Camila Yunus reporting from the DBKU itself. Take it away, Camila.
Thank you, Yusuf. Commission of the City of Kuching North, DBKU, and the United Nations of Children Funds, UNICEF, has signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU today on UNICEF Child-Friendly Cities Initiative, CFCI. And the ceremony itself was officiated by the Director of DBKU, Muhammad Khaidir Abang, and Deputy Representative Program UNICEF, Sania Saranovic, and witnesses by Deputy Minister of Utility and Telecommunications Sarawak, Datuk Dr. Abdul Rahman Junaidi, Commissioner of DBKU, Datuk Junaidi Redwan, and Chief of Social Policy UNICEF, Dr. Juanita Vasquez Escalon. This MOU itself marks the start of a journey of DBKU to be recognized as a CFCI city and be a part of local and global network of more than 3,000 cities around the world. And in the line of United Nations Convention on the Right of the Children, or CRC, DBKU itself is committed to becoming an active stakeholder in ensuring children's right to protection, health and education. And for your information too, the goal is for all children in Kuching North to feel secure and safe from exploitation, violence and abuse, and also making Kuching City North as a better place for children through safer neighborhood, schools and effective health system, communities and infrastructure which are enhanced for all, and making sure that no child is left behind. And another highlight to Yusof, with this MOU that took place today, DBKU has become the third city in Sarawak to sign MOU UNICEF on CRCI after Kuching South City Council, MBKS, and Miri City Council, MCC. And you know, that is all I can share for now, but feel free to head on to our official website, tvstv.my, or our social media platform for latest news. Camila Yunus and videographer Aziz Soleh for TVS. Over to you, Yusof.
Welcome back. Tax revenue contributed the highest in the state revenue as Sarawak recorded a whopping 11.9 billion ringgit in revenue for the year 2022, surpassing its 10.2 billion ringgit target. Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said the 17% surplus is the biggest revenue that Sarawak has achieved in its history.
Sarawak's revenue comprises of four main categories, namely tax revenue, non-tax revenue, non-revenue receipts, and federal grants and reimbursements. Tax revenue contributed 6.7 billion ringgit, or 56% of the total revenue, while the other categories made up 44%.
Abang Johari spoke in a press conference held at the State Legislative Assembly, Dun, on Thursday. Prior to this, Abang Johari, who is also the Minister of Finance and the New Economy, have stated that Sarawak's revenue have doubled in the past 4 years.
And the Sarawak government is extending the electricity bill discount, which was given under the Sarawak Ku Sayang Special Assistance or BKSS package to the first half of this year, as announced by the Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg. He said that the discount of 5% to 25% was for domestic and commercial users, as well as industries involving a sum of 200 million ringgit.
In further assisting the rakyat and the business communities in riding through the post-COVID-19 pandemic economic challenges and mitigating the rising cost of living as well as cost of doing business, Sarawak GPS government has decided to continue extending the Bantuan Khas Sarawak Ku Sayang on electricity bill discount of 5% to 25% for domestic users, commercials and industries for the first 6 months of this year. Maknanya akan kita extend sampai bulan Jun.
In August last year, Abang Johari extended the discounts for monthly electricity and water bills from July to December under the BKSS 9.0. He said that the extension would benefit 685,000 account holders statewide, involving a cost of 201.76 million ringgit.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. Just a click away by heading onto our website at www.tvstv.my or by following us on our social media platforms. And that's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. Once again, my name is Mohammed Yusuf. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day ahead.